Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy 2019. I hope you guys have been having a great beginning of the year. In today's video, I am super excited to be sharing with you guys all of my 2018 beauty favorites. So I did do a poll here on YouTube to see if you guys still wanted to see these since I'm not really doing monthly favorites anymore. So you guys voted yes, so I'm going to be filming that for you guys today. I have a ton of products, so I don't really want to make this intro too long. So if you guys want to see all of the products that I loved in 2018, then just go ahead and keep on watching. In any particular order, I'm just gonna start grabbing stuff. I really did my best to narrow down everything. I didn't want to show you like 5 foundations, 5 blushes, anything like that. So I'm gonna be showing you guys my absolute favorites from 2018. So the first thing I want to talk about is primer. So this is the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. It is a glass bottle. It comes with a pump. Out of all the primers that I tested out in 2018, this was hands down my absolute favorite. I was really scared that this was not going to work for me because the foundation did not work for me. I have dry, sensitive skin. It goes on kind of like a lotion, and then it feels really smooth. It feels in my pores. It's a little bit glowy, which I love, but it's not 100% mattifying. So this is a primer that I think all skin types will really enjoy, and I know it's high-end, so therefore it is pricey, but I think it's completely and totally worth it. So this was the primer that I was loving in 2018. So for foundation, I actually have 3 foundations to share with you guys, and I know even 3 I feel like is a lot, but I want to share them with you because these were the ones that I used the absolute most, and these were the ones that I really enjoyed on my skin. The first one I want to talk about is this one from Maybelline. And you guys have seen me use this like 1,000,001 times. This is the Dream Satin Liquid, and I wear mine in the shade Sandy Beige, which is actually a little too tan for me right now. I'm pretty pale. This is the one that I got in the summertime. I believe that's when this one originally launched, and I do have a video on this. By the way, if I talk about any products that I did a video on, I'm going to link them down below for you guys. So just make sure to check the description box. But I really love the coverage of this. I'm already like halfway done with this bottle. This is a really nice like satin natural type of finish. It's not too matte, it's not too dewy, and I do think all skin types will really like this. I enjoy this the most when I use a super hydrating dewy primer, just because like I said, I'm dry. I just really like the coverage. It's more of a medium buildable coverage. And then I have 2 foundations, both from Makeup Revolution. So I'm going to talk about this one first. This is the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation, and I do have 2 of them. So this is what this one looks like. And it just has a giant doe foot applicator. Makeup Revolution you can pick up at Ulta, and packaging is gorgeous. This particular foundation leaves more of a satin matte type of finish on me. As long as I use a hydrating primer, this really works great on my skin. This is another foundation you guys saw me use on my channel many times. I use this one a lot during a lot of my Halloween tutorials. It is just super easy to apply, easy to blend out. There's lots and lots of shades. That's one thing I love about Makeup Revolution and Maybelline as well. They tend to have a lot of shades. And then the 2 shades that I have in the Conceal and Define foundation is F6 and F6.5. I actually like to mix these together. So this was another one that I just could not stop using. And then the last one I want to talk about, this is the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation. So this was another one that I could not put down, and it's just a traditional stick foundation. Super affordable, lots and lots of shades. I have F4 and F6. Once again, I mixed these together. This is actually the foundation that I'm wearing today. I love this for traveling. I love it for when I want to do my makeup super quickly. This one I would definitely recommend for people who have normal to dry skin only, because it can be super dewy. And out of all of the stick foundations that I personally have tried, I haven't tried them all, but out of all the ones that I have tried, this is hands down my absolute favorite. I love the coverage because I get medium to full coverage. So these were my favorite foundations from 2018. So I have 3 concealers. I know it's a lot. So technically I have 2, and one is more of an honorable mention. So the first one is this one right here from Kokie. It's their Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. I have the shade Fair. You can find Kokie online at Rite Aid and Walmart. They are very affordable. This concealer is on the thinner side, but I get like medium to full coverage. This is very brightening. They have a couple shades to choose from, but they don't have like a ton of shades. I really like the formula of this. I use this a ton I want to say at the beginning of the year. Maybe from the beginning to the middle of the year is when I was using this one, and I was kind of going back and forth between this one and another one. It just has a traditional little doe foot applicator, and I find that it's just really easy to glide on, very easy to blend out, and I really enjoyed this one. And then the other one that like I mentioned, I was going back and forth with was this one right here from Makeup Revolution. This is the Conceal and Define concealer, and this one is kind of like the foundation. Ooh, there's like something on it. So it has a big doe foot applicator. This was definitely one of my favorites out of the three. I own 4 of these Makeup Revolution concealers. This one right here is in C1. This is like the most brightening on my skin tone. They do have a ton of shades to pick from. This one is a lot thicker than the Kokie one, but it doesn't feel heavy on the skin, and it's very easy to blend out. The Makeup Revolution one is a lot more full coverage than this Kokie one. I still enjoy both of them. And then the honorable mention, you guys, I talked about this last year, and this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and it has a traditional little doe foot. I actually popped off the little insert that it has right here that stops it because I wanted to get all the concealer, and I already purchased another one. This is actually a dupe for the Too Faced concealer, the older one, the first one that they had, like the skinnier tube. I did do a full face of dupes video where I show you guys this one and the Too Faced one side by side. Like literally when you blend them out, it's the same formula, same consistency. This concealer is definitely the most affordable out of the 3. If I had to rate the concealers from full coverageness, if that's even a word, it would definitely be the Makeup Revolution, then it would be the Wet n Wild, and then the Kokie. I do get really great coverage with all of them, and these were just the 3 that I was literally using the entire year. These were my top concealers of 2018. So I don't have any new cream contouring products to share with you guys. I'm still super in love with my Wet n Wild contour stick. I actually have it right here on my makeup table. So I was still using that in 2018, and I didn't really try too many new cream contouring products. The ones that I did try, I wasn't a huge fan of. I'm going to talk about some powders with you guys. I have 2 to share with you. So out of all the powders, loose powders anyway, that I tried in 2018, I really ended up falling in love with the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder. This powder is only $1, and then it just looks like this. It has the little sifter, I believe is what it's called, the little dots in there. So I got the shade Soft Light. They have a couple different shades to choose from. I know they have translucent, and then they have a couple other ones. This is actually the powder I'm wearing today, and it's just such a nice finely milled powder. I was really shocked that I fell in love with this. I think I talked about this in a monthly favorites as well. It doesn't cake up my face. It's very lightweight. You get a lot of powder. This works really great with all of my concealers, especially with these 3 that I talked about. So I had no issues with it. I don't have flashback with this at all. I really love the consistency of it. Soft Light has a really nice brightening effect to it. It's really smooth, it's soft, it's just really beautiful. It's a really nice powder. And then I have this one that I recently got from Pretty Vulgar. I actually got this in a BoxyCharm, and this one is called the Powder Room Translucent Setting Powder. I believe this one retails for around $32. You do get a lot of powder. I think I either got it in November or December, I can't remember. This one's a little more yellow toned, still very brightening. I find that the AOA Studio one is a little bit softer feeling and a little bit smoother, but when I apply this one from Pretty Vulgar on my face, it feels just the same as the AOA Studio one. It's smoothing, it's brightening, it doesn't cake up my face. And I mean, like I said, I started literally using it at the end of 2018, and it's in my favorites for a reason. It's so good. So these were the 2 loose powders that I was loving in 2018, and I tried quite a few powders this year. I have a drawer like literally full of loose powder, and I'm not into powders because I have dry skin, but these 2 are bomb. So highly recommend these. I don't have any pressed powders to share with you guys because I did not fall in love with any new ones. So I have 2 blushes to talk to you guys about. And this first one right here is from L'Oreal. This is the Paradise Enchanted blush. So this is a really pretty peachy blush. I am so in love with peachy blushes. This one is in the shade Just Curious. I have 2 of these blushes, but this one is my favorite. Like, oh, it's gorgeous. It has the slightest little bit of luminosity, and it's gorgeous. It's right over here. This formula is bomb.com. It lasts really long on me. I'm actually wearing this blush today. I love a good peachy blush. And then the other one that I was obsessed with is this one right here from Burt's Bees, and I have the shade Bare Peach. Another peach blush. What's new, you guys? Let me swatch it next to it. They're very similar. So the one over here is from L'Oreal, and then the one over here is from Burt's Bees. So I find that the one from L'Oreal is a little bit lighter in the sense that it's brighter, and then the one from Burt's Bees is a little bit deeper, but they're both peachy shades. I mean, on camera, you guys, I don't really think that you're gonna really be able to see the difference, but they're just stunning. I find that the Burt's Bees one is a little bit more matte when they're applied on the cheeks. They're just, they're smooth, they're just so gorgeous, and these were my two favorites. I believe the L'Oreal one is around $11 to $12, and then the Burt's Bees one is around $10. So the next products I want to talk about are bronzers, and this one right here is actually from Marc Jacobs. This is their Omega Bronze Bronzer, and I have it in 102 Tantric. This is the one that I got for my birthday from Julio, and it's just such a beautiful warm bronzer. I'm wearing it today as my bronzer, and this is just a quick little swatch. Right over here, you get a ton of product. I know it's expensive, but you get like this giant mirror. Packaging is gorgeous, and I think it's worth it. The formula is really nice. I think I talked about this in a monthly favorites as well. It's really smooth, and I love the color of this bronzer on my skin tone. I find that I can bronze and contour with it, and honestly, I can't really remember what bronzers I was using before I got this. When I was narrowing everything down, I was like, I have to talk about this one because I use it all the time. Like I said, I'm wearing it today. It's not patchy, it's not powdery, it's so easy to blend out. And then I have another one, one more bronzer to talk about. So this one, just like the Pretty Vulgar powder, I started using at the end of the year, and this is actually from Reina Rebelde. This is the On Your Face Contour Plus Color Trio in Coqueta, and I love this palette in general. So this is what the bronzer looks like, you guys. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. I can't stop using it. I already have like a little dip in it, and I've only been using it for a month. Like, you guys, I'm obsessed with this formula. I'm obsessed with this color. It's freaking stunning. It's so smooth and beautiful on the skin, and I know I only used it for a month in 2018, you guys, but it's bomb. If by some chance Reina Rebelde is watching, you guys, please make an entire compact of this bronzer because I will buy like 10 right now. I swear, it's so good. If you guys have not tried Reina Rebelde products, I highly recommend you pick this up. I do really enjoy the blush and the highlighter in this palette, but I specifically wanted to talk about the bronzer because it blew me away. It's just really, really incredible. You can find them online on their website and at Target. So I want to talk about mascara now. I only have two to talk about, so I have these two right here. So this first one right here I discovered because of one of my friends. This is the Scandalize from Rimmel London, and she got me hooked on this, and it's just so good. It's so volumizing. It's so black. This is what the little applicator looks like. It's so incredibly affordable. It's like $5. I need to buy another one. I'm still using it. I should throw it away because it's super old now. I love it. It curls my lashes, it volumizes, and it makes my eyes look like I actually have lashes. This one's really incredible. The formula is really nice. It's not a watery formula, which I love. So the other one is this Bad Gal Bang from Benefit. So I actually won this in an Instagram giveaway. So this formula compared to the Rimmel London one is definitely a lot wetter, but it's just such a good formula. The wand is completely different, and let me just do a little comparison for you guys. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to my viewfinder and I'm not used to it yet. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. Okay, so anyways, I use both of these on my top lashes and lower lashes. I love these combined together. I will literally go in with the Benefit one to lengthen my lashes because, oh my god, does this do a great job at lengthening and separating. And then I'll go in with the Rimmel one to volumize. Oh my god, you guys, it's such a great combo. I have one facial mist that I want to talk about. I tried a lot. I love a lot of them, but there's only one that stole my heart in 2018. So it's from e.l.f. and it's their Hydrating Coconut Mist, you guys. I have already purchased a backup of this and I freaking love this. It smells incredible. I'm gonna put some on. Literally smells like sweet coconuts. This is like $6 or $8, I can't remember. If you love coconut and you love something that's hydrating on your skin, please go out and buy this. Like, buy 3 of these. You'll thank me later, I promise. Hands down, it's my favorite. This is more on the dewy side. So I want to talk about a brow pencil. This one right here is from AOA Studio, and it's their Sculpting Brow Pencil. So AOA Studio products, just like my powder, you can get online on shopmissa.com, and it's like the little teardrop shape. I'm not really sure if you're going to really be able to see that. And you get a spoolie, you guys. It's $1. Formula is incredible. They have a couple different shades. This one is not waxy. I went ahead and swatched it right here for you guys. But out of all the brow pencils that I tried in 2018, and I tried a lot, like I tried a bunch, and I loved them all, but this one is only $1. So I feel like in my heart, I'm like, this is the one I have to talk about. This is the one that I love because it is $1, because it's great. It's a great formula. So this is the pencil that I wanted to talk about, because out of all the ones I tried, even though I liked them all, I love this one because you can't beat the price. And then I have this from e.l.f. So this, I believe, is their clear brow gel / mascara, and I use both ends for brow gel. It's $2. It doesn't make my eyebrows crunchy. It's so good, you guys. I've been using that since high school. Love it. Highly recommend. I want to talk about some pressed glitters, you guys. I discovered Dear Katie Brown in 2018, so I just want to quickly share 3 of my favorites. So this one right here is Sandy, and it's like a really pretty, almost like rose gold, definitely pink. This is a really pretty green one. It's called Mirror. And then the other one is called Georgia, and this is a really pretty orange. I hope you guys will be able to see this okay. And I do not have to use a glitter glue with these. I totally can to intensify them even more. But you guys, do you see how beautiful these glitters are? Oh, they're so freaking pretty. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Oh my god, they're so gorgeous. Okay, anyways, so these glitters don't go everywhere. They don't like fall all over my face. I can use my finger, or I can use a flat brush. The shade Mirror, which is the green one, I used in my Bride of Frankenstein Halloween tutorial. It might have been another one, but anyways, I believe I used Sandy in my Unicorn tutorial. Mirror is definitely one of my favorites because it's green and kind of like bluish purple. They're beautiful. Like, nothing falls. Like, I literally tap my finger in here, like I'll tap 1, 2, whatever, and then you just swatch it, put it on your eye, whatever. There's no fallout. They're just really nice. They don't feel scratchy on your eyes. I've already put them all over my body, and they're very easy to remove. Believe it or not, I did not have a hard time getting rid of this glitter. I've used other glitters in the past, and oh, they're a pain in the ass. In 2017 with my, oh, what look was it? I did like a hippie look where I had glitter like on my neck and chest, I believe, and I think I used a NYX glitter, and that shit was hard to come off. And then I also did a zipper glitter look, and I used like a purple glitter, and I think it was like a craft glitter, and that was so hard to come off as well. So if you're looking for a really nice pressed glitter, definitely check out Dear Katie Brown. Let's talk about some lip products. You guys already know I'm gonna have a bazillion lip glosses to talk about. So the first one I want to talk about is from L'Oreal, and this is the collaboration that they did with Camila Cabello, and they did the Havana collection. So I have the shade Desnudo, and it is a beautiful glossy nude. This reminds me a lot of the Gloss Bomb by Fenty. So that's what this one looks like. It's super juicy and glossy. It's beautiful. There was a couple other shades. I wasn't able to get my hands on those. Then I have this one from ColourPop. They did a collaboration with Makeup by Shayla, and I do have a backup of this one. This is one of the most beautiful clear glosses that has gold in it that I own, and you probably won't be able to really see. Oh, you can see the gloss though. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, so another one, and I'm just kind of quickly going through them because I have a lot of glosses. This is the Hot Vivid Lacquer from Maybelline, and this is in the shade Tease. I bought this one because of Nicole Guerrero, and this is super pigmented. So then that one is over here. It's like a pinky nude. I could not find my Modern Metals Collection lip gloss from e.l.f. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this one because it's almost identical. This is their lip plumping gloss. I'm over here trying to swatch it already. Let me quickly show it to you guys. So that's what it looks like. This is in the color Champagne Glam, but I really love the one from the Modern Metals collection. I just can't find it. I seriously wish I knew where it went because it has gold specks in it, but I feel like the one from the Modern Metals collection has a little bit more gold to it. It's right over here. So the reason I'm showing you this one is because I also really love this formula. and I discovered it as well in 2018. But these were all the glosses that I ended up really falling in love with. There are a ton of other formulas that I still like, but these are my top formulas from 2018. Like, if you guys look at my hand, it is so glossy. It is ridiculously glossy. And none of these are chunky. None of these are goopy, sticky. They're all smooth, creamy, pigmented. They glide on nicely. All of the ones that have glitter in them are just so sparkly and juicy. Like, all of these make your lips look bomb, and I highly recommend all of these. Everything is going to be linked down below, by the way. I do want to quickly talk about this Ulta Beauty Juice Infused Lip Oil. I did try 2 of them, and this is the one that they gave out for your birthday in Cranberry Pomegranate. I also have the coconut scent, but I could not find it anywhere, but I'm basically done with that one anyways. It was like already down to the very bottom. These are great. I don't really hear a lot of people talk about these, and they're very, very hydrating and moisturizing on the lips. All right, I'm gonna show you guys a lipstick. It should not be a shock to you guys. This is the Smashbox lipstick, you guys. Oh my gosh, I cannot stop using this. I got this in a BoxyCharm. This is in the shade Latte. This has literally been my go-to nude. It's like a really pretty, warm, peachy nude type of color. Formula is incredible. This is a matte lipstick, but it's not drying. I'm actually wearing it today with a lip gloss. I love this formula. It doesn't budge. For being a matte lipstick, it's not hard. Like, it doesn't tug on my lips or anything. Definitely my go-to traditional lipstick that I tried. And then I have another one that I tried more recently. I hauled these in my Black Friday haul. So I started using these at the end of the year as well, but these are so good. These are the Liquid Catsuit lipstick from Wet n Wild, and these are called their High Shine lipsticks. I thought these were going to be lip glosses, but they are not. They're literally just like a traditional lipstick, like a cream lipstick in a tube, and I'm here for it. I bought a third one, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the third one. I wasn't going to show it to you, but I'm just going to swatch it so you guys can see. I just really loved the formula of these two that I had to go and buy another one. So Send Nudes is the deeper nude, and then I have Caught You Bare Naked, which is in the middle. So the peach one is over here, and this one is called Peach Stole My Look. Packaging is gorgeous. These remind me of Jeffree Star lipsticks, just packaging wise, because these are not liquid lipsticks. So on my hand, when I swatch them, they're glossy. When I apply them to my lips, they're definitely more of a cream lipstick. I love the combination of these two nudes together. So these were the only 2 lipstick formulas that I really enjoyed in 2018. And then I have some liquid lipstick. So this one I did talk about last year. These are the Stay Matte liquid lip colors from Rimmel London, and this one is in Fire Starter. This was my most used liquid lipstick in 2018, and I just wanted to quickly mention it because I did talk about it in 2017. But these will not budge. Once these dry down, they're not going anywhere. I think I have about 5 or 6 of these. I'll swatch this one for you. It's more of a whipped formula. It's a really beautiful red. And then another red that I was really in love with is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Stunna Lip Paint, and I know they've came out with different shades. This is the only one that I purchased in 2018. This formula is a lot more liquidy compared to the Rimmel London one. This is another really beautiful red. So that one's right here. And then I have the e.l.f. Modern Metals Collection liquid lipstick. I love this one. Oh, it's just such a great formula, you guys. So the Modern Metals is the one over here in the corner. It's like a really beautiful burnt orange shade. All of these are long lasting. They're not drying at all. So if you have dry lips, these are really great formulas. The e.l.f. one and the Rimmel London one are super affordable. And then if you want to splurge, the Fenty one is amazing. So once again, here are the beautiful shades. These were the 3 liquid lipstick formulas that I was obsessed with. So I know I look a little bit different. I took off my earrings, threw up my hair, put on a gloss. I had to charge my camera, so I had dinner. And yeah, anyways, let me go ahead and finish up the rest of the categories. I gotta talk about some eyelashes, highlighters, and eyeshadow palettes. So I have 2 pairs of lashes I want to talk about. So basically the entire year, these were the ones I was wearing. They are the Nicole Guerrero and Eylure Foam Ink lashes. I went through so many of these, and these are actually my last backups. They're just so wispy, they're beautiful, they're lightweight. They're always on sale at Walgreens. I can wear these with the full glam, or I can wear it with the super minimal natural makeup, and I can wear them with my glasses. So these are glasses approved. And then the other ones that I have are newer, and you guys should already know these are also glasses approved. These are by Araceli Beauty, and these are their Leti lashes. Oh, you guys, these are so curly and wispy and just so freaking beautiful as well. So these are wispy, but I find that these are a little bit thicker than these. These look a little more natural in my opinion, but I love both of them. And these only retail, I think, for around $12.99 or so. I plan on picking up the other two styles that they carry. I have worn the crap out of these. I picked these up before Black Friday. Once I started wearing these, I could not put these down. The entire year, I was pretty much using these. Of course, I did try other lashes. I wore other ones, but out of all the lashes I tried in 2018, hands down, these were the ones that I was constantly reaching for. And my eyelash glue is from Kiss. This is the strip lash adhesive, and I've gone through about 2 or 3 of these. It's my favorite. I also really like the duo one, but this one was my absolute favorite. It doesn't irritate my eyes. The glue is really easy to remove. Some glues are really hard to remove and they irritate my eyes. This does not. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about eyeshadow palettes now. So the first one I want to talk about is actually from Academy of Color, which you can pick up at Kohl's. It's supposed to kind of look like the Kylie Jenner ones, but I don't actually think she has a peach one. I don't really know. I don't own any of hers. These are just so gorgeous. I only paid $10.99 for this palette, and it just has some really pretty shades. I've talked about this on my channel before. I think I even did a look with this one. So here are just a couple swatches. It's so freaking beautiful. I know I'm terrible at eyeshadow swatches. But anyways, this is a really nice one. It's really great for travel. It's just called their Eyeshadow 9 Shade Palette, and it's the peach scented one. They have a bunch of different ones. The other one I was really in love with that was also peachy themed is by Loreal. This is such a great eyeshadow palette from the drugstore. It was one of my favorites. Here are just a couple swatches for you guys. I went ahead and just swatched these on my arm. I'm like the worst at swatching things, but the formula is so good with both of these. They're not that powdery. If you're into peachy shadows, highly recommend both of these. They're around the same price point. So the Academy of Color you can get at Kohl's, and then the L'Oreal one you can get at pretty much almost every single drugstore. So these were 2 peachy palettes that I was really loving in 2018. I just love the formula. They both blend out great. I had no issues whatsoever, and they're nicely pigmented as well. And then I have this one right here from Hard Candy that I freaking loved. When it first came out, I thought it looked similar to one of the Huda Beauty palettes. I don't own any of her palettes. They're just a little too expensive for me. So here are just a couple of shades from this palette. This is another great one that I loved from the drugstore. These are just a little bit powdery, but nothing too crazy. They're all super pigmented, beautiful. All of these blend out so nicely, and I really use the crap out of them. I really love the shimmers in this palette. You can get Hard Candy at Walmart, and this palette in particular is only $10, and it does come with a brush as well. The next palette I was loving in 2018 is this one right here. This is from Alemar Cosmetics, and this is the Reina del Caribe Volume 1 palette from them. They just came out with a 2, and I really want to get my hands on it. El Malecon, this green one, is like my absolute favorite shade of life. I love this eyeshadow palette. It's so freaking gorgeous. Can you guys see that? Ugh, so freaking beautiful. And I'm sorry, I know swatches are horrible, but it's so beautiful. If you guys want to check out my Instagram, my info's down below. I have swatches, I think, on just these 2 palettes, and I'm going to be linking videos down below where I do better swatches. I just don't want to make this video too long, swatching every single shade and like making it all perfect. But these are so unique. Like I said, El Malecon is like my absolute favorite. It's so unique. It's a beautiful green gold. It's so metallic. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love the shades. Easy to travel with. And I also like to use La Costa, which is this one right here, as a highlighter, and then Tropico as a blush. Oh, these are just, they're gorgeous. Beautiful, stunning. I love them. And then the last palette I was loving was this one right here, the Dream palette by Beauty Bird and Sigma. It also comes with a brush like the Hard Candy one, but I already have mine out. This palette has like every single shade you're ever gonna need. You get 2 highlighters, you get all these eyeshadows, you get a mirror. This palette is sturdy. It feels luxurious. The palette I think is $49. It's out of stock right now, but I believe it's gonna be coming back in stock very soon. I highly recommend you guys get your hands on this. These eyeshadows, oh my goodness, these blend out so good. Here are just a couple swatches. So I just put them over here on this side. They blend out so nicely. They're pigmented. The shade Maya is one of my absolute favorite greens. Oh, greens are so hard to find. Of course, I swatched it in like the worst spot ever. It's beautiful. I love the mirror. The brush that comes with it is really good. The highlighters are gorgeous. Right there. Oh, they're just, you guys, it's just such a great palette. This is a palette that you can create so many day-to-day looks. Like if you need a palette for going to work, for going to school, just for whatever, or you need something to get super glam, like this is your palette. It's like so perfect. You get greens, you get neutrals, you get purples, you have a really nice black, and you get the 2 highlighters as well. I did create a couple looks on my Instagram, so if you guys want to check out pictures, go ahead and check out my Instagram. So this was another palette that I was loving. So out of all the eyeshadow palettes that I tried in 2018, these were my top 5, you guys. So you cannot go wrong with any of these eyeshadow palettes. They're just so freaking great. I love these. And lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about highlighters. This is by Sophie Does Nails and Makeup Revolution, and it's called the Soph X highlighter palette. This is incredible, you guys. I also have both of her eyeshadow palettes. Swatch some of the highlighters on my hand. Hopefully you guys can see that. But I do have full swatches on my Instagram on this as well. This is not powdery. There is literally a shade in here for everybody. There's light shades. There's a pink shade, a purple shade if you're into like different kind of highlighters, some bronzy tones. This is the highlighter palette that is going to give you that super blinding highlight. And then of course the Amrezy and Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter. Sorry for the glow from my ring light. I'm really trying not to blind you guys. But you guys see that? I swear, I'm like the worst. I think I need to take a class on how to swatch for you guys. But do you guys see that glow? And this is just another highlighter that I was like completely obsessed with. I feel like everybody needs to have it. And then I have another blinding highlight. This is the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl in Gilded Honey. I have a mini size. This is such a good blinding highlight as well. Do you guys see that? Oh, it's gorgeous. I love this one. This one was $12 because it was a mini. So out of all the highlighters I tried this year, these are definitely my favorite. None of them are powdery. I don't need to wet my brush whatsoever. And I just get a super metallic, wet, blinding highlight. And that's what I'm into. So these were the highlighters that definitely stood out to me in 2018 and I was obsessed over. I couldn't stop using these. That is everything that I loved in 2018. If you guys have any questions about any of the products that I mentioned, leave it down below. I will answer it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are not already so you don't miss on any of my future videos. Thank you so very much for watching and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!